Alright, welcome back everybody. We have a, I'm Sal by the way. I'm the owner and the CEO of the NRPD Police Department, which is officially called NRPD server, right? And of course I'm the crew owner as well. So I have some few updates I want to share with you guys. So start with the first one. So we have an update on the Most Wanted Championship 2025. So the cruise battle has been cancelled. It would be against our crew against the King crew. The King has informed me that him and his teammates are not participating, so that's a cancel. So we're gonna go over of the modifications of the Most Wanted Championship 2025 individuals before and after. I'll get right into it right about now. So here, oops, I won't go back. So here, if you guys see, this was before, right? This one, get my pointer. There we go. So this one has been cancelled. That one has been cancelled. Difference is that that's not gonna. We're not gonna do any. Like I said, we're not gonna do any crew battles. That's why that has been cancelled. The difference on this one, the GOC or DJO is been disqualified, and I'll show you guys the reason why in just a moment. Alright, so that's that. That was with the before one. I'm gonna show you guys the after the after I updated one. Give me a couple of seconds. Alright, so this is now. I don't know if you guys can see or not. I'll try my best to make it a little bit bigger for you guys to see. So yeah, so here it is. So qualifiers again, like I said, GOC. He has been disqualified due to various reasons by returner, of course. Alright, and so the first round, excuse me, excuse me a sec. So, first round, it's gonna be tomorrow. My time is gonna be 10:30. This one's showing my time in 14 hours. So, yours might be different depending on where you live. So, it's gonna be me against Firehawk. And of course, it's gonna be live broadcasted. After the first round, we're gonna go to the second round. And again, that's gonna be returning against Shadow. That's right after the first round, right? Second comes in, and then we have the third round, which is on Sunday. Again, it's gonna be the same time. And remember, those times are showing in where I live. So this is in the Central Time, CST, Central American Time, or Canadian Time. So this is like in Chicago time. Yours might be different depending on where you live, like I said. So whatever is your time, it's going to show your time date right here and your time. Some other country might be morning already, some might be night. Here it's already it's night. It's currently at 8:04 p.m. here. So it's gonna let you guys know that the time is set to where you live. So like I said, third round Firehawk against Brio on Sunday. Again, 10:30 here in the Chicago time. And then the fourth round, of course, is going to be after the third round. It's going to be returning against me. That's right after Firehawk and Brio. It's going to be, of course, same December the 2nd, 7th on Sunday. And then this fifth round, Cruiser against Shadow. It's going to be on Saturday, 10:30 It's like 1 week. It's next week. So fifth and sixth round. So fifth round Cruiser against Shadow, and then sixth round again. That's gonna be, like I said, Saturday, December 13th, next week, 10:30. Remember, this is shown where I live. It's gonna be next week, and the sixth round is gonna be Brio against Cruiser again. I know I cited Cruiser 2 times because he said that he wants to reschedule, wants to move into somewhere, because wherever he's living, he has difficulties, facing problems with where he's living currently. I know it's a bad weather currently, and it's December, which that's why it makes sense. So the final rounds again. Final round of the Most Wanted Championship 2025. Top 4 drivers at the sixth round. If GOC wasn't disqualified, then it would have been 7 or 8 rounds. But now he's been disqualified. It's gonna be 6 rounds, and it's gonna be 4 rounds of the. That's only top 4 drivers after the 6th round, like I mentioned last time. But this time, I fixed it correctly. So first quarter round is gonna be after Saturday, December 13th, and it's gonna be on Sunday, December 14th. That's like next 9 days. And then the second quarter round, again, second place and fourth, top 4 drivers versus third place. That's right about after the first quarter round. So the first quarter round, first place and top 4 drivers versus the last place and top 4 drivers. So meaning the first place, whoever's the top, who's leading to the Most Wanted Championship, versus the fourth place of the top 4 drivers. They're gonna face each other. While the second place gonna face with the third place. So the semifinal round is gonna be on Saturday. That's like next 2 weeks. So the driver who lost the first quarter round, which is I'm gonna highlight, which is this one, right? Driver who lost the first quarter round, which is this one, versus driver who won the second quarter round. I'm gonna highlight it. And again, it's gonna be Saturday, December 20, 2025. It's showing my time, but their time might be different. So it's gonna be next 2 weeks from now. So whoever wins will move on to the final round. And final round, driver who won the first quarter round, which is this one, whoever wins will directly go into the final round. And whoever lost, who won the first quarter round, I already highlighted, versus the driver who won the semi round. This one. And of course, that's going to be on Sunday, December 21st, 2025. Again, that's like next 2 weeks from now. So the car that we're going to use, we're going to use the BMW E46 M3 GTR ALMS. And the class has to be in S2. If you want to use HRZ parts, go for it. But remember, it cannot exceed to class. It cannot go up to class X class. X class starts with 900 all the way to 999. So if your car goes to 900, please bring it to 899. And if it's 799, we don't want put it to 800 at least. But 800 to 899. As long as you if it's an S2, you're good to go. So I'm gonna mention those names who are qualified to get yourself prepared, especially Firehawk. Your battles with me tomorrow. So again, everybody's here who's qualified, listening to this or watching probably later on. I already posted here in Discord. It's already been updated. So please make notes. So the first place is me, second is returner. The reason I put two, which is this one and that one, is because he has two accounts. But I'm gonna focus on this one primarily. Third place Cruiser, fourth place Shadow, fifth place that one has been disqualified. We're gonna skip this. Fifth place Brio and sixth place Firehawk. And they're already being qualified because they won at least 1 week. So that's that, right? So we've done I already showed you guys the modifications. So let's move on. Alright, well that's the modifications. After let's move on. So instructions on how each rounds will work. So how this will work, let me go back to let me show you guys again. So tomorrow for me, or some people might be today evening or midnight. So how this will work, I'll need login because I'm gonna have to do a live broadcast like I said. There's no way I could be able to, let somebody else broadcast it for me. But the thing is that what's gonna happen, anybody who's interested to who wants to watch the whole live broadcast, like I said, everybody's welcome to watch. I said going to I'm gonna post like a day earlier. So for the tomorrow's match, first round, in the second round, I'm gonna go ahead and post the second round. I'm gonna do immediately. I'm not gonna like post or do anything like that. First round, I'm gonna go ahead and post the upcoming schedule for tomorrow. It's gonna be me against Firehawk. It's gonna be here and here. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna log into it. I'm gonna log into the game, to the Discord. I'm gonna log into all of those stuff, and what's gonna happen? I'm gonna set everything up. First thing I'm gonna do. We might sometimes could join the general chat of his voice channel if anybody likes to join. As long as they're verified though. We have other people, some of the people verified already. They're already in the crew, they're already in the game. They're welcome to join at any time. So once you got that, what we're gonna do, give me a second, I'm gonna show you guys something. So I'll give you guys just a few seconds. I'll set something up. Alright, so I'll show you guys something. Alright, well, this is how it's gonna work, right? When we log into here, when we do something here, what we're gonna do is we're going to be right here. Of course, we're going to spin the video. What we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it full screen. Let me right here. So we have 6 particular options, right, for 6 rounds. So there's the Motion Derby, which is by the Camden Penitentiary Prison. Got the Motion Derby Riverfront Stadium, and we got the third option, which is at the Rosewood Hospital. And we got the classic race, which is a classic mode, no time attack, which means power-ups are allowed. And we got this one, which is a time attack mode, which is power-ups are not allowed. And we got the Rocket League, which is called the football or soccer. Here we call it soccer, but it's Rocket League. And I'll, I'll tell you guys later how each of these will work. Okay, so let's say we're logged in. So at 10:30, I'm gonna start with this. It's gonna be me against Barkhog, but I'm joining the voice channel in general, and the left broadcast everything. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit spin, wait, and this is not what we're gonna do. So let's say, there we go, Demotion Derby, Riverfront Stadium. Let's say that we're gonna do that. We're not gonna actually do it tomorrow. I'm just showing you an example what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's see if we land on this one, Demotion Derby Riverfront Stadium. That's what we're gonna do. So speaking of that, I'm gonna show you the rules, what we're gonna do for each of them. So give me 5 seconds. Alright, so the Demotion Derby regulations jump must be 4 to 16, but it's gonna be Firehawk, so I'm gonna do it too. So we're gonna do solos, no teams are not allowed because it's gonna be me against Firehawk, and it's so whoever is off the ring falls off the ring loses. Power-ups are available in some events. Time Hunter / no collisions are not, they're not allowed. You cannot use Time Hunter. You cannot use no collisions. That's not allowed. So whoever rolls out and gets automatically resets will lose automatically. Whoever's out on each round is not allowed to rejoin until the next round starts. That's for those, let's say if it's like 3 people. But since it's gonna be 2, me and Firehawk, it doesn't apply to us. So intentional usage of the reset button is not allowed. Intentional usage of the alt button is not allowed. Any type of cheats is not allowed. If somebody cuts that, they're automatically out. They're disqualified. So the round must not be started until the host types go or fight. There is no card restrictions, but there is for this Most Warrior Challenge. Like I said, gotta use BMW M3 GTR ALMS. So for example, we've landed on the Riverfront Stadium, which is the field. So we're gonna play inside the field. That's an example. So that applies for the Motion Derby. Next up, I'm gonna show you guys the rules of the race. So basically, I know there's like different types of race, classic race and race wars. I'm gonna tell you guys the basic stuff. So whatever we're doing, classic. Uh, so this applies to non-attack. So class power ops mode and non-power ups mode. This applies to both of them. If it lands on race, either one of them, what's gonna happen? Let's say, hold on. All right. Let's say that let's say that Return and Shadow they're going to they, their round their round is about to be started, right? It's when the wheel it lands on the race. Let's say let's say the spin it landed on this one, right? That's a power up mode. What's gonna happen? Oops, I'm gonna show you guys again. Hold on. Like I said, if the wheel landed on the race, it says non-attack mode. That means this is a power up mode. And what's gonna happen if that happens? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna put it for example, return with shadow. I'm not saying that you guys, gotta do it, right? So what's gonna happen? Return will decide which track to use, and shadow is gonna decide which track to use. I mean, there's a lot of like options. They're gonna decide. Each of them will be given 2 minutes to decide, and of course, whoever wins is gonna be by votes, not votes. Then it's gonna be the decision will be easier. So if the coin lands on heads, or if I'm gonna make a spin, it depends on the track. If that if that person wins, that means gonna race on that track. I'm not saying that you gotta do it like this, but I'm giving a brief example of what happens. Okay, so that's that. So finally, we're gonna talk about the Rocket League. So, Rocket League, or some people call it football, some people call it soccer, but here we're gonna say it's Rocket League. So the rules of the Rocket League, it's pretty much simple, right? So it's a team battle, right? No, it's not team battle. It could be individual. So it's gonna be. So I'm gonna bring something an example. Let's say I'm gonna say fifth round, right? It's a fifth round. I spin the wheel. Hold on, let me show you this. So it's the fifth round. I spin the wheel. It's gonna be two options remaining, and landed on the Rocket League. Let's say I'm bringing an example. I'm not saying that actually. So Rocket League, landed on the Rocket League. So what's gonna happen? All right, give me a second. So landed on the Rocket League, and here comes the rules. So the Rocket League, the rules. So rules on the Rocket League. The first stuff. So game time must be 15 to 45. I'm gonna make it 16 to be fair. So I'm gonna make it 16 minutes, first half and second half. So there are two halves, not two halves. The first half will be 8 minutes long. Second will be 8 minutes. Again, total time, game time must be 16 minutes, right? So the objective must be score the ball on the opposite side. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about. So whenever we play those type of games, let me bring the pen. So there's like two sides. So there's a red side and there's a So there's one side, there's the other side. I'm gonna draw right here. So there's two teams, right? So there's against this is not we're not playing in teams, we're doing individually. And one person is gonna be right here, other is gonna be right here, and that's the ball. If I could draw, remember that person is not at any it's not at any of their teams. So so that person must go to the center, and when someone says go, they must go. They must use the car. The ball is actually gonna be a car. It's not gonna be because before that, let me finish drawing and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So each team, they're not gonna push the freaking car, right? That's that car push. This one is like a sucker, right? It must be right here where the arrow's at, and, and because why I'm saying that they must be at the arrow, well, it's because they gotta be at the arrow, and if they're not at the arrow, then it could be worse. So let me take you guys back to let me take you guys back to Discord. I'm gonna show you guys something. So like I said, ball volunteer must be Revex edge. It could be LW or DF right here. So the ball volunteer, because again, must be Revex edge, LW or DF. Because before that, it used to be Volkswagen Golf MK1, which is the first gen. And with that game, we tried to test it, we decided to change it. And which is pretty much it. And so yeah, that's it. And we're only gonna do it with Front Stadium, which is why we have to do it. So that's how it works. So Riverfront Stadium, one person will go. So I'm gonna tell you guys something. When the first half happens, the side changes. So blue side will go here, the red side will go to the other side, just like in football. Yes, you heard it right. That's like how you watch FIFA. And the ball, 1-2, will remain this as it is. And yes, that volunteer will give the command. So it's gonna be again. It's gonna be 8 minutes long. The the first half 8 minutes, second half 8, which is the total game time 16. That's that. All right. And then whenever we come to the whenever we come to the final rounds, if this loads up, there we go. Whenever we come to this, then that's gonna be done because first 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And that's gonna be made before next hopefully next week, right? So Saturday it's gonna be four new choices. It's gonna be made and it's gonna be made appropriately. So that's hold on. So that's that, right? So we've covered on the instructions on how each rounds will work. We've covered that. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to our next thing. We'll go ahead and erase There we go. So moving on, we're gonna go ahead and proceed to the next thing. Alright, hold on. There we go. Now comes cruiser side.
Sup y'all, NRPD Unit 726 here, Cruiser 200 from Discord server, the owner of BCPD speaking. Thanks for letting me give a speech, Sal. Inviting me and arresting me, you got me good, fair and square. I had a very bad major skill issue escaping. And yeah, thanks Returner for creating the server on Discord of surviving the night, and thanks to the people who helped them as well, the establishers and founders. Anyway, to the Night Riders team, thanks for creating Need for Speed World again, making it alive, reliving our childhood. Thanks Speedo, Mika, and the other moderators too. It's quite fun just being back at the 2010s, 2012s. You know, it's feeling a little bit emotional just going back in time, guys. You know, as we speak, it feels like I'm reliving my middle school year, just playing it all over again and grinding and breaking records up, leveling up and cash and rep and stuff. Man, it's gonna be 2026 and we're getting old. We're not getting younger, guys, and things will be busy with life. And I'm sorry if I haven't been on too, and still have the major skill issue at times, the curse crashing out, which I'm trying to limit that as much as I can, because I don't want to get banned, I don't want to get kicked. It's gonna be bad for the reputation, and all of us would be doomed. So yeah, that's all I could say. And thanks again, Sal, for bringing me in. Anyway, if y'all wanna subscribe to my channel, go right ahead. If you are subscribed, thanks. If you wanna unsubscribe, you can go ahead if you want. But yeah, I won't force anyone to subscribe. Well, anyway, peace, and have a Thanksgiving, y'all.
Alright, thank you, Cruiser. Thank you for having a few words with us. I know that was like last week during Thanksgiving, and so I want to give you guys brief about him. I know he wanted to say something, but that time, I know last week has been rough for him. He was outside. He didn't want to come in and do it. But yeah, I appreciate him for spending his time with us, and yeah, he continued to support with us, and we continue to support with him. And ever since he joined, our community has been gone through very good, well, right? And ever since I've started this, actually, Return started last year, and then I've continued. And then his server got raided, sadly, and I've made it new. I've fixed, rewinded everything, and he made me as the ownership. And from that to now, I've I've been taking care of every single thing. That's what I was able to do. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give some final remarks. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys something really fast. So tomorrow, Firehawk, if you're listening, so I'm gonna go against you first round. It's gonna be tomorrow. for me it's tomorrow, but I don't know about you, but if I'm able to do this, here we go. Yeah. So tomorrow for me, but for him or for some other people, it might be tonight. It's gonna be it's gonna be broadcasted, and it's gonna be followed by what I've explained how we're gonna how we're gonna able to do it. And again, it's gonna be live broadcasted here at YouTube. And if everybody welcome to join in, you can. You could join in via YouTube. You could join in at the Discord voice channel here only at the general. If you'd like to join, we urge you to join. If not, if you want to watch via YouTube, we also welcome you to join as well. So again, the card to use for this particular championship for the most wanted to start, and we're gonna finish it off, use the BMW. So BMW M3 E46 GTR 8 LMS. Yeah, class must be S2. I've already described to you guys about how this will work. I've also already described to you guys about I've already discussed to you guys about the modifications of the before and what it looked like before and what it looked like afterwards. I've already described to you guys about instruction on how each round will work. I've basically covered everything up. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask here. Feel free to ask us at Discord, make a ticket, join in the voice channel if we're available. We'll be happy to assist you if you guys have any questions or concerns. And for now, I'm glad to say I'm going to be closing up for today. And I'll hope to see you guys tomorrow. So that is it. And again, don't be shy. If you have any questions, ask us. Please ask us if you have any questions. For now, I'll be signing off. Adios, goodbye, and see ya tomorrow, first thing in the morning. And it's gonna be our first round.